day viewers, my name is Fatima Omar Mustafa from Konkosia Reporters TV. All together here with me, we have a visitor, His Excellency Honorable Yusuf Jibril Oyoyo, Kano State gubernatorial candidate under the platform of Alliance National Party, that's the ANP, 2019 election. Your Excellency, you contested for governorship election under the platform of ANP, and now with the red cup on your head, at least you would like to know the political combination behind this. I mean, why?
It was an honor to be here in Konkosia Reporters studio. When I got the invitation from the chairman of Konkosia Reporters, and by that time I was busy by that time, but I assured him, because of the importance of these organizations, I told him I'm going to attend this interview. So luckily today I got the time, so I was here in your studio, and it's an honor to be here. So the reason why that I'm wearing Konkosia cuff, or I say red cuff, you know, a red cuff is a symbol of honor, honest and trust and transparency, and I'm sure not only in Kano State or in Nigeria, worldwide, any organizations, or I say it's a party that trying to bring justice to their country, they used to use this red cuff symbol. And for instance, when I give you an example, when you look at South Africa, you know, Julius Malema, they were wearing a red gowns. So when you go to Uganda, there is the opposition party. They are led by Bobby Wine and then Dr. Kasege. They were trying to bring justice to the country. And even recently now, when you go to Niger Republic, you can find out there are some certain presidential candidates trying they were putting a red cap. And when you see a symbol of red, and I know it's a symbol of justice, honest, transparency, and development pertaining every part of the country.
What motivates you in joining Konkosia?
So what motivates me to be in Konkosia? Any person that think positively, I know is going to believe with the political manifesto of Engineer Dr. Abi Musa Konkoso, because it's a manifesto of progress to the citizens of the country. And I'm sure everywhere in Nigeria, when you go, when you said you are from Kano during 2011 to 2015, everyone is happy to have a friend, especially if you are from Kano. And they used to ask a lot of questions. And it's not only in Nigeria, internationally, when you go to some certain countries, because when you remember by that time, I think majority of Europe, Asia, or African airports, I don't think you visit those airports without seeing some certain student with a red cap. So through this kind of things, a lot of people have asking questions about who is this engineer Dr. Abi Musa Konkoso. And I know Konkosia is not only in Kano, it's everywhere in the world. And I'm sure with the time, Nigeria will change. The future of Nigeria is bright under the leadership of engineer Dr. Abi Musa Konkoso.
Excellency, we would like to know your view on the current political struggle between the Gandujiya and the Konkosia in Kano State, between the government and the tricyclers.
So, Kano, I don't think there is any struggle between Gandujiya and Konkosia, because we have seen what has happened during 2019 elections. The governor has held the elections, and Engineer Kabir Yusuf has won these elections. Everyone knows, even the viewers from international organizations, they give all these kind of reports. And I'm sure that is why the recent governor is not doing anything in the states, everything, because I think this mandate is not for him, it's for Engineer Kabir Yusuf. And if it is Kabir Yusuf, everything that is happening in this state, I think is not going to happen like that. I know Engineer Kabir Yusuf is from a royal family. I know he's going to respect anything related to Kano Emirate. And all this kind of additional of emirate councils, I think it's not good for Kano State, because those emirates, they used to put some people on certain situation, the situation which is not good for the state. And we need someone who is going to cooperate the people of Kano. We need someone who is going to put hands together and work for the progress of Kano State. But with doing this kind of emirate, I don't think it's good and a progressive way for the Kano State's people. You know, before you bring some acts or I said some rules, you have to look at what you're supposed to do for them as a backup. During Engineer Dr. Rabi Musa Konkoso, you know, there is some Achapas people, you know, so one is trying to protect the integrity and the security of Kano State, so they have to stop these people, and the backup that she has given to those people, you know, there is this Amana Luxury Taxi, and there is Amana Taxi. So this is the kind of backup that Engineer Dr. Rabi Musa Konkoso has given to that previous program, and I'm sure for now you can find a lot of people that they have family through that taxi, and they have houses, they have a lot of things, and they care of their families. So this is what we wanted from the state government, not to do something like that. How can you come and say to Isaku to pay 26,000 per year? I think this is not fair for them. Maybe, probably, majority of them, I don't think like in one Trisaku, maybe you can find maybe 5 or 6 people, they were getting money from it. And if there is no this job, I think these people, they will become a talk. They can come around maybe at night, they can do anything, they can go and start drinking, all these bad things. So I don't think it's right for Kano State. Maybe they're supposed to bring something, a better idea, better than this, because what they were doing, maybe God will not help them to do something right, because the mandate is not for the recent governor. Abu Kabir Yusuf is the one that win the election. I think all what they were doing is based on, you know, they know the Kano people, they have not elected them. So that is why they were doing all these things in order to interrupt everything for Kano people.
Your Excellency, how can you rate Konkwasiya movement in Nigerian politics?
Konkwasiya, we have a wish, which inshallah is going to be. We wanted Nigeria to have a good leadership, someone who is honest, someone who is going to bring progressive projects, someone who is going to change the atmosphere of the country. You know, recently now, Nigerian situation that we are is a very bad situation. When you come to infrastructures, when you come to normal, like just normal foods, someone to eat, because any developed country, if you wanted to be developed country, so you're supposed to pass some certain issues like food, something. But up to now, Nigeria, we are in a situation of how can we get money to eat food. So, and you know, especially now, the price of the foods is high. Everything, you know, is high. Maybe tripling, not a double. And I'm sure when Engineer Dr. Rabi Musa Konkoso comes during 2023, inshallah, all these things will change. Nigeria will see a very good leadership, a leadership that anyone in the country will like it, and a leadership that anyone, even if he is outside the country, is going to like it. And I'm sure Konkoso fully I have shot myself, and everyone does know Konkoso is assured about this. Konkoso is going to change Nigeria. All what the citizens want in part of progressive works and other activities, I'm sure Engineer Dr. Rabi Musa Konkoso is going to do it.
And finally, Excellency, what is your hope for Konkoso and Konkwasiya movement in the future?
Our hope for Konkoso is to be the president of the Republic of Nigeria, because we have seen what he has done in Kano, and I'm sure he's going to do it in Nigeria. And you know, there is some certain person that we trust, and we give him the mandate and become a president. So now he has failed all Nigerians. Everyone knows he has failed. So we wanted to bring someone that we know. When she said we were going to the east side, west side, south side, or north side, so we are going to that side. I'm sure Nigeria will be a better country under the leadership of Engineer Dr. Rabi Musa Konkoso, inshallah.
And here comes the end of the program today with Honorable Yusuf Jibril Oyoyo, Kano State gubernatorial candidate under the platform of Alliance National Party as the ANP.